Okay, go.
Welcome to the classified area of digital Sorcery Studios. In this episode we will be getting my brain cells off of the classified computer named e.d.g.a.r. e.d.g.a.r is an acronym for Everyone Dead and Gone After Revelation and is a repository of research into unusual areas. Catatomic will be doing the extraction, as I will have to go into limbo for the operation. Along the way you will gain an understanding of the security considerations taken with this project. So, without further ado we present the Black Ops episode.
Okay, so the first thing we got to do is we got to kill the computer. So we got to put autonomic into stasis. So we do that by saying NDE.
Okay, but this is so weird. I can see me floating up above e.d.g.a.r. See you.
As long as this is going to take, autonomic's going to experience missing time. So we got to do this real quick while we do it. Okay, this is the computer known as e.d.g.a.r. e.d.g.a.r was built back in 2000 and is a computer that is way ahead of its time. We use MicroStar International motherboard. It's a KT3 Ultra. Nowadays it's in the 9s. Back then the KT3 Ultra was designed to run a chip that didn't exist yet, and it now has that chip, which is Athlon XP 2100 Plus. For a 2000 computer, it's running at 1.6 gigahertz and has some of the most interesting stuff you could imagine on it. Back here we got a couple of interesting boxes. They're called KVM controllers. They allow you to hook up multiple computers to the same workstation. We have the capacity to run up to 4 computers per box, and I have the keyboard and mouse hooked up to an individual box. They're just boxes full of wires and pancake switches. And I believe this one, we hook it to C. This one here goes to A, and we'll be able to fire her up. Okay, here's the fateful moment. I have no juice. Okay. Darn it. Mr. Cuddles gets back here and he gets into stuff. And, oh, you guys don't want to see that. Okay, and now for the fateful moment. We fire e.d.g.a.r. Ah, we have activity. Ooh. You know, most of the program was written on e.d.g.a.r. So that's kind of interesting in itself. She tried to do a check disc on us. I don't think we're going to do the check disc. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, god dang it. I do believe this time we are going to fire up. This is just a good example of, if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay, I have found the file. we've got to copy it off of onto a CD in order to bring it over into a modern day computer. Yeah, so you guys may remember this screen. We're now burning a disk to bring the neural net over to the modern day computer. e.d.g.a.r has all kinds of classified things on him, like this image, for instance. This is taken from the raw image data of Cassini mission, and it shows something in the M ring of Saturn that's not supposed to be there. There we go. As you can see, it has structure to it. It's a very interesting image. I can't get in any farther than that. I've got another contrast and image enhancement. Hold on. The story out of JPL is that this is some sort of mothership that's out in the rings of Saturn. And it is deserted. And it's adrift. You can see that it's not where it originally was, and it is adrift, as evidenced by the trail. Up close, it looks kind of like a Klingon bird of prey. It's supposed to be some sort of outpost or something like that, like a Deep Space Nine or something weird like that.
Well, that was a major hurdle. I wasn't sure, as e.d.g.a.r hadn't been booted up in a long time, but we have that neural net saved and ready for use. Well, not really, but we have it. It's funny how on YouTube that my ads are coming up with these plug and play neural net machine learning implementation applications that I probably wouldn't want anyway, because it's not how I do things. I don't want a neural net like you guys are using a neural net. I think it works entirely different than that. But that's just me. Preparations continue here at Digital Sorcery Studios for the big programming night starting at October 31st, Halloween. Do be a part of it, and keep watching the channel, and we'll see you next time on the Digital Sorcery Studios YouTube channel.